Hey guys, this is Luca with M2Skins, and today I'm going to be putting a skin on our new 2026 Asus Zephyrus G16. I'm going to start with the top lid. You want to make sure to use the microfiber towel to give it a good wipe. That prevents any dust, oil, or debris from showing up after you've installed your skin. All right. Once that's clean, we're going to take our skin and just make sure to peel from all four corners. And that's to make sure that we're not stretching or tearing the skin. Once we get our skin off, we're just gonna lie it down in rough alignment on our device. And then I'm going to spot tack my bottom two corners here once I get those aligned. Spot tack there. Spot tack here. Then I'm going to go up to my top corners. It's a little hard when I can't look over it, but I'll get those aligned as best I can, spot tack those down. And then before using my squeegee, I'm just going to make sure that I'm fully in line on my slash. I'll just spot tack these two ends and then double check that I'm satisfied with the alignment around my logo. All right, and then after that, I'll just use my squeegee to start getting the air out and tacking it down. You always want to squeegee from the inside out. Or in this case, since you have the slash, if this edge isn't tacked down, you can squeegee towards that to allow air to escape there. All right, we're back with the inside of our Zephyrus G16 2026. Again, we're going to start with removing any dust, debris, or oils from our surface using the microfiber towel. Then we'll take our interior skin, and I like to start with the left palm rest here. Again, you want to make sure that you're peeling from all four corners just to make sure that you don't overstretch it on accident. So I'm going to start by spot tacking this bottom left corner. We'll spot tack the bottom right corner. Spot tack top right corner, and then spot tack top left. Then I'll take the squeegee from the inside out to tack that down. Moving on to the right palm rest. Again, I'll peel from all four corners. And I'll line the bottom right corner first. Spot tack that. Then I'll spot tack the bottom left. Spot tack top left. And then align that top right and spot tack. And then I'll follow with my squeegee again. Then I'm going to go up to my top strip This you want to peel from both the left and right side. It's a little hard to do this without looking over it, but I'm going to start by aligning and spot tacking my left side here. It's a little easier to use the tweezers for this. Then I'll grab this right side and just gently pull it into alignment until it fits nicely around my buttons here. And then I'll spot tack my right side. Then I'll follow with my squeegee. Again, going from the inside out. And you want to squeegee perpendicular here. All right, and then just one last piece to finish this up. We'll get the trackpad. Peel that off. Align your bottom two corners. We'll spot tack our corners, and then just follow with our squeegee to tack. And there's your completed interior. All right, last piece of the G16 is the bottom. We'll start again by wiping any dust, debris, or oils off of the bottom. All right, we're gonna start with our bottom piece here, our bottom piece. You wanna peel from all four corners to make sure that you don't stretch or tear the skin. And any tabs or corners, I like to peel individually, like this corner here, to make sure it doesn't get stuck. I'm going to start here by aligning around this bottom foot. Just spot tack there. Then I'll come to my other side and spot tack. Then I'm going to go to my vents here. Line around those. Spot tack. It is best to use your tweezers here to just finely adjust these lines. I'll go over to this side. All right, and then I'm gonna align my top corners here, just make sure that those falling into place. Check around my sticker. And then I'm gonna align my screw holes. These should, for the most part, just fall into place. All right, then I'm gonna take my squeegee and start flattening these areas. I'm gonna start from the inside and push the air towards the outer edge. If you have ripples like this, you wanna make sure that you're squeegeeing perpendicular to them. So I'm not gonna do this because that might crease it. I'll go perpendicular and push the air out towards that outer edge. Then you can use your tweezers if you want to just make sure that this line is aligned how you want it. And then once we're done with that flat area, I'll just run my finger along the crease here. And I can flatten that down. And again, while you're doing this, it's best to use this downward motion as opposed to just going across like this, because you want to be pushing the air towards the outside edge. Great. All right, moving on to the top section. This has some pretty thin pieces, so just be careful when you're removing this to make sure you're not stretching it. Now we're going to start with this middle screw here. So I'll get this middle screw hole lined up. Spot tack right there. Come over to my right side. Spot tack around this right screw hole. Over to the left side. Spot tack around this bottom left screw hole. Up to my top left. Spot tack against that screw hole. And then our last screw hole, spot tack there. I'll go ahead and use my squeegee to tack down this bottom strip. These edges. For this bottom, the very bottom strip, I'll use my tweezers and just run along this edge and line it up as I go. Then I'm going to repeat the same thing on this top strip here. Then I'll use my squeegee to just make sure we have a full tack there. And go over these other flat areas. Then I'm going to run my finger along this edge to get a nice crease. And then just like before, I'll use that downward motion towards the edge to move the air outward. And that's your completed bottom.